George Clooney has long been considered one of Hollywood's most unique figures. Throughout his career, he managed to strike a rare balance between major commercial projects and more artistic cinema. After starring in major studio hits, the actor often used the earnings to finance his own directing and producing projects, choosing stories he believed were important and full of potential. However, not all of Clooney's ambitious projects managed to leave an indelible mark on popular culture. Some films, which were highly anticipated, were ultimately nearly forgotten by mainstream audiences. Clooney himself recalls this with remarkable self-criticism and acknowledges that the history of cinema can sometimes be unpredictable. According to Clooney, when choosing roles, he always tried to participate in projects that would remain relevant decades later. He has repeatedly cited works like Three Kings and O Brother, Where Art Thou? As examples, believing them to be films capable of standing the test of time and continuing to resonate with new generations of viewers. At the same time, the actor is far less forthcoming about his late 1990s action film The Peacemaker. In an interview, Clooney jokingly remarked that he hoped the film would someday receive recognition after his death. With this comment, he underscored his own opinion of the film, which many considered one of the most controversial in his filmography for many years. The film was DreamWorks Pictures' first major release and followed a military intelligence officer searching for a missing nuclear warhead. For its time, the project was considered exceptionally large-scale and very expensive. The studio actively promoted the film, hoping to turn it into one of the biggest blockbusters of the season. After its release, critical reaction was rather lukewarm. Many reviewers gave the film a lukewarm reception, and Clooney himself later admitted repeatedly that he didn't consider it one of his best work. However, attitudes toward the film have gradually begun to change over the years. While the long-awaited acclaim for The Peacemaker, which George Clooney jokes about, never came, a growing number of filmgoers believe that time has treated the film much more favorably than critics did at the time of its release. Today, it is increasingly viewed as an interesting and underrated film of its era.